Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back with another SnowRunner gameplay walkthrough, and today we're at Lake Kov, and we're going to go through the Kola Peninsula, this Lake Kov region of the Kola Peninsula in the Russian Federation, to unlock these watchtowers. There's 3 of them. They're not that far, and if I remember correctly, I think this is a season where exploration unit trailers came out with the radars and stuff, so we might have to use those to kind of scout out a little bit better. You know what to do. Drop a like on the video, drop a sub on the channel. Let's jump into it. And we got the trusty old con Marshall. So let's see, there's something here. A task. Self-contained antique. Alright, that's gonna be a cool contract to do another day. Now we gotta try to get these watchtowers. The con is a really good, really good option to have. I know there's a trailer store somewhere, but let's just go for the towers. That'll be our first mission. We'll find the trailer store later and try to use the exploration unit trailer to uncover more of the map, because like I said, I don't think you uncover very much with the watchtowers. This is one of my favorite regions though in SnowRunner, if I'm being completely honest with you. Keep following this, but we might be able to. I got a feeling we could just actually go. Yeah, alright, let's try this. I'm probably gonna regret this, but let's try it. Yeah, I am actually definitely gonna regret this. Let's backtrack this. The snow in this region is like, it's intense. There's a lot of deep snow. The roads are really slippery, in case you didn't notice. So actually, this watchtower seems to be a little bit closer, so I think we're gonna go for this one first, because it's like right there, and we need to get all 3, so this makes sense. Can't go wrong. Well, you can, but hopefully we're not. Now this region really gets you with this broken up ice and stuff. Like, if you're not careful, this will swallow your truck whole. The con's good because it's got some big tires, it's got the lift, so it has a little bit going for it that kind of, I guess you would say, helps out or prevents the risk of that happening. Alright, we gotta go right up here. Once we get through this, we can actually probably, let's put the diff lock on, and we need to try to scale this a little bit, or crawl it, whatever you want to say. But I do know we're going into some unfavorable deep snow, so we kind of have to play this very carefully. But we're approaching it, and this is going good so far. Put it back in a low plus, because this actually doesn't seem to be the worst of it. Here's the observation of the first watchtower. As you can see, there's a lot of uncharted territory, and now when you look, you could still see there's stuff that's not uncovered, and it's going to take a little bit of work to try to get, but rest assured we're going to do what we can. We don't have a ton of fuel, but I think we can make it to the next one. I'm not positive, but I think we can make the attempt. Burning way too much fuel in high gear, so let's keep it on low plus, I guess. Now I think the ice can break. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it could break, if I remember correctly. And so that's a very real risk here. This may not have been the easiest way to get down here either. I might have made this a little bit harder than it needed to be, but we're gonna go this way, and hopefully we can find an acceptable crossing point. Even automatic, we're actually burning a lot of fuel. So we've got 20 liters left, and we just want to try to keep this going smooth, because the other watchtower is through all this stuff. If we can keep it going smooth, we have a chance at making it without running out of fuel. That would be ideal. I can actually see the other watchtower, so that's either a good thing or, yeah, I think it's a good thing. So you can see here we have like virtually no traction. Which is, you know, that's actually really realistic for what we're driving on. High gear seems to be the best when you're crossing there, because it keeps you somewhat slow and controlled, I guess you would say, but also you're not going too fast, and you're not constantly shifting to accommodate the loss of traction. And now that we have our momentum, we're breezing through pretty good. But we have to be a lot more considerate now, because we just don't have the fuel to waste. Although we're getting really close, so I think we're going to get this without having to recover anything. At least I hope, because this is how close we are. Now this is some of the hardest stuff to drive in. As you can tell, this is just pure ice, rock, a good mix. The diff lock can't stay on for long or you start damaging things. So you have to have the happy medium there. But it looks like we're going to make it unless we get drastically stuck, because we got 14 liters left and we're crawling up here. And let's launch the second one. Yeah, so there's a lot of uncovered stuff. If you look, every time it just gets crazier. So let's recover, and then we'll venture off for the third. Alright, let's leave the garage again. We just gotta find our way up this, really. I think if we have the patience, I think we can push through the snow. Take this shortcut. I think that's the best way to do it. It is slippery. Alright, so we're going to put in low gear with the diff lock. You can see our tracks from last time, but the big thing here is that when we're in low plus, all we're doing is spinning and chewing and using up more fuel. Low gear is keeping us at 2.1 liters, and low plus puts us like 3.6 to 4 depending. So I think if we're in low gear, we're not going there any faster in low plus. So low gear will give you a little bit better fuel efficiency, and that's kind of the name of the game. If you're not playing with mods, you really have to think about your fuel efficiency, how far you're trying to go, and what kind of obstacles you're going to hit on the way. And this is a really, really good example of it. Actually, even in this situation, low minus is probably the best, because you put in a low and you end up consuming a little bit more fuel, but you don't actually move that much more. Now I'm thinking that this is going to work out better, although we're stuck in a low, than taking the main road. And through this, we're actually going to unlock some of the region around us, or discover, I guess you would say. So it's kind of win-win in my opinion. It's slow and steady, but SnowRunner was not made to be a fast game, as you can tell. And even here in a low, we're really struggling. So we're going to put in a low, because we're in some deep snow. Now, a mod truck like the Tacoma that I did with Iceberg, that would breeze through this. But I don't want to play this walkthrough with mod trucks. We're going to do it all vanilla. And you can see how icy it is underneath. That was a fair attempt. Let's see if we can break this down. We're so close to breaking this tree. Usually these ones actually push, you know what I mean? They break. So now we just need to follow this trail, basically. I mean, there is another trail. Actually, we could just go right to here, to be honest with you, and that'll take us there. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, these small green ones, they almost always break. You just drive right over them. You're like the lawnmower of SnowRunner trees. And then you just got to try to crawl up this, and basically you're at this watchtower, which is sweet. Because I think it would have been a lot longer journey going the other way. This was slow, and that can be boring, but I think the journey would have been a lot tougher going the other way. I think we went the best way. This is the third and final watchtower, I believe. Let's take a look at the map. Make sure. Yeah. So we got all the watchtowers here in Lake Kov. You know what to do. Drop a like on the video. Drop a sub on the channel. And if you look here, you can see how far this has been undiscovered. So we do have to get to the trailer store and get that radar unit. You know what to do. Drop a like on the video. Drop a sub on the channel. We'll catch you with the next one.